What's up? What's up? Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Oh, yeah. So, did you just off a gig or something? Tell me something about your day today. Seems like you are busy.
Today, yeah, I've just been doing a little bit of work, and then earlier on, I've done a new drum cover because it's been way too long. So, yeah, because I just got back from a gig at the weekend, so it's been pretty crazy.
See?
First festival of the year.
See? So, are you belong to a band or are you playing for many bands at the same time?
I sort of do. I'm trying to do some session work this year, but yeah, I'm with a band, funk band at the minute called TJ in the System. So I was just doing some bass for them.
Okay. How do you get to know them?
So through a music producer, Elliot Kennedy, he's worked with the Spice Girls. He's worked with Bryan Adams, Gary Barlow, quite big artists from Take That. And I got in touch with him through a friend, actually, through one of the band members, because I knew her anyway. And he sort of put us all together. And yeah.
Man, I hear your voice. It just remind me of Alex Turner real bad.
Does it actually? I love that. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's like near Sheffield sort of thing. That's why. The northern.
Yeah. I feel like this is the first time I have a friend and a guest that's actually have a British accent.
Is it actually? Oh my God, the worst accent that it could have been. It could be worse, actually.
It is very unique. That's what I can say. Like, you can identify it immediately.
It could be worse. It could be Scouse.
Oh, yeah? I mean, Americans' accent is, I don't know how to do it because I'm an immigrant to America, so I don't have an accent of an American.
You've got like half an American accent, though, I think.
Do you think so?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I thought you were American at first, so.
Oh, no, I'm not. Far off.
You do sound it. It's cool, though. Love the accent.
The interesting thing is I learned my English mostly from rap music. So basically, I try to imitate black folks on how they speak. Most of the time. Yeah.
Oh, that's quite cool, though.
It is. It's just like very interesting way on how I develop my languages.
Yeah, learning in the best way.
So why, Mia, why choose the bass out of all instruments?
Well, I mean, I do drums and guitar as well. Guitar's probably my main instrument, but because I'm doing bass with TJ in the System at the minute, it's sort of becoming my main one. And because it's so funky, like, who doesn't love slap bass? So,
do you think that's kind of like a lost art right now, since most of the pop music are sample bass, everything from the drum all the way to the bass, except the vocal?
Yeah, it does make things harder, especially to imitate a bass line that's sort of not real, that's computerized. But yeah, I'm trying to just keep it real, keep doing bass, keep slapping. There's not enough slap bass.
So it's actually the melody line or the bass line on a record could not be played by a real human sometimes.
It can. It's just hard. It's hard because one of the TJ songs, the bass is computerized because it was before I came into the band. And then I was trying. I actually found it quite difficult to get it exactly the same. But what you've got to do is put your own twist on it, because one thing that can't be done with keys is adding ghost notes, stuff like that. So you've got to add your own elements to it to make it like a real, So it's not as. I mean, you can tell sometimes when it's a real bass line, but you've got to. Sometimes do things that can't be done with a computer, so it's cool.
Do you prefer actual bass line that been recorded live, or you would love more of the synth bass and more sample bass on a record?
Oh no, every time real bass. Yeah.
Really?
I would always choose to record my own bass. I would never use. I mean, if it had to for like a sample, but I want to hear real bass.
But don't you think there's a limitation on what real bass can do in modern music? Like, we love that sub sound so much, that 808, all of that heavy bass in the car. But if you slap the real bass on top of it, you lose all of that. You move back to the 70, you move back to the 80.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, it just depends. It depends what kind of music it is, because if it's like, techno, I occasionally like, some house music, very rarely.
Very rarely. You're in the hub of EDM music.
Yeah, that sort of thing. When the bass drops, when the beat hits, like then it sometimes it suits it. It just depends on the genre, I think.
See, I watched a podcast yesterday. It's actually like a document on Business Insider. They talking about the festival business as a risking business, very risky to come in. Can you tell me a little bit of the scene of how you get into a festival and how you get, collaborate with the event organizer and put things together?
Yeah, I mean, it depends if you're in a band or if you're sort of solo, just as a backing musician. It's just sometimes if you're filling in for a musician, you sort of get brought in that way if people are looking, if someone can't show up to the gig last minute, that sort of thing. But they are a really great thing to get involved with. Because you can get seen by so many people in the audience, so many people, sound guys, producers that are there helping, working with other bands. It's a great way to get seen. So I'm trying to get that seen more.
Is that where your main bread and butter come from? Or is more about your independent gigs that bring you more of your income?
Yeah, it's more, independent gigs. I'm actually starting up a Queen tribute soon. So that tribute is where the good money comes in. Yeah, so that should be going soon. But no, I just do it for the love of it at the minute. But yeah, I haven't done many festivals until recently, so I'm just getting into it now. Because I never realised how fun it was, but I really loved it at the weekend.
Okay.
I can't wait to do more festivals.
See?
The summer vibe. Yeah.
Are you a trained musician, Mia?
Trained? I wouldn't say so. No, I'm self-taught.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've done a lot of just bedroom videos. Sat doing videos, getting a following that way, and now I want to sort of work away from that and get more live experience. But I'm not trained. I train myself.
Okay.
I learned pretty much from watching videos on YouTube. I've had very few lessons, like one or two, to teach me to read music. That's it. So the best way, sometimes I believe, is to train yourself. Somebody teaching you, in my opinion.
See, there's a lot of women out there who wish to play the bass.
Yeah, get your own techniques. I find my own. What works for me will not work for someone else in some cases.
Oh, really? Yeah. Don't you think there's like a principle on how to play the bass if you are self-taught?
Yeah, there is to a certain extent. You've got to follow people's tips, definitely. But some techniques in some videos that I've watched, I tried, don't work for me, and then I try it the complete opposite way, and it works, and I can actually do it better and faster. So to some extent, you have got to listen to people and learn. But the best way is to sit and play to tracks and work out what works better for you.
Is this always been your dream to become a musician? Or you have another gig before?
Yeah, I mean, I did a little bit of acting when I was a kid, so I knew I wanted to be in the performance industry somewhere. But music, 100%. I never thought I'd learn, and then picked up a guitar at like 11, 12, and yeah, my uncle said to me, if you learn, you're never going to learn guitar. If you learn guitar, I'll buy you a guitar. And I learned it, and obviously I do it professionally now. And he doesn't remember saying that, so he won't buy me a guitar, but he did say if I learned, he'd buy me one.
Oh, wow. You must take him out for a Sunday roast once in a while. Because of him, you got a gig now.
I know, yeah. He's not bought me a guitar yet, so it's rude.
Man, it seems like you playing guitar longer than I am.
How long have you been playing?
Surprisingly, I picked up the guitar when I was in 11th grade in high school.
Really? What's that? Is that like year 11 for us? I think it's different. I think that's like 2 years behind.
Oh, yeah?
Something like that. Yeah. What, so you must be like 15?
Yeah. Around that time, 15, 16-year-old, that's the first time I even touched a guitar. Like, I've always seen its images on the internet, but I never see one in real life.
Yeah, how did your tour go? Because you had a tour, was it last year?
Oh, yeah, so I attended a one semester class back in my high school. They have a class called Introduction to Guitar.
Yeah.
So I took it. They basically have an instructor up there with 50 kids in the room. He holding up the guitar like, this is the grand prize. Look here, kids. This is the guitar with 6 strings on it.
Yeah.
And all the kids was amazed by what that instrument does to the group. Yeah. Because everybody know what it is.
Everybody's fascinated. I've taught kids guitar last year. I was a teacher for a bit, and they're so fascinated by it. You bring it into the room and they just stare at it like they love it. It's amazing.
So
it is an amazing.
That's where we started. That's where I started taking that class and then self-taught for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And then try to join a jazz band in the school. Got kicked out first time. Didn't get in because I couldn't play. I couldn't play at all. I couldn't read. I couldn't play chord. I couldn't do anything.
But it's jazz technically, so you can play all the wrong notes and get away with it.
Correct. But like
jazz is just wrong.
You think jazz is on the wrong note? Do you believe in that? Or it's actually structure? Because that's the big debate.
Structure. My version of jazz, because I can't play jazz because I don't know my scales, would be playing all the wrong notes. But there is a structure to it. But that's an art in itself. So got the time to do that. I love jazz though.
Jazz is great. Jazz is so good.
You gotta learn the right note and sort of go off it a little bit and play the wrong notes and then go back. Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to jazz, my way of approaching it is at first you just go with your ear. Like you play what you can. You play what feels good. But when you try to challenge yourself technically, you sat down and you look at the sheet and you say, okay, I'm not going to follow my muscle memory anymore.
Yeah.
I have to intelligently pick a note to play.
You have to think about it more.
Yes. It's like when you see a C major 7, you're going to play the root, the third, and the fifth, and the 7. You have to pick the right note to start out with your lick instead of just start with your shape that you're always playing.
Mm-hmm.
So it forces you to play more technically and listen to the singing a little bit more than just rely on licks.
Yeah. I mean, I need to know my scales more in general, but I need to learn some jazz scales definitely because I just sort of rely on root notes in a minute if I were to play jazz.
Wait, hold on. You play in front of hundreds of people and you tell me you don't know scale. How come?
Because I'm a mess. I keep saying, I'm going to learn my scales. And yeah, I never do. I've been saying that for years. But I know pentatonic and blues scales and major and minor. That's about it. But I need to learn, all my like Dorian, Viridian, all that. I need to know what that is like. Last year I'd be like, who's that? Like, I need to learn that, and I will. I'll probably do that this year now because I've had a few knockbacks in music, and I think it's down to my theory letting me down. So I need to focus on theory. Sort my scales out fine. Before I hit 30, I'll sort.
Before you hit 30? That's too long. By that time, you are like at maestro level already. You already mastered all of your instruments.
Got to be pro by the time I'm 30.
Do you wish to get signed by a record, or you wish to go independent?
Independent for now, but it just depends who I'm with, band-wise. Because I don't think I'd do it as a solo ever, because obviously I'm a multi-instrumentalist, but I don't think so. I'm always going to be with someone. It depends how it's going with the band, but yeah, I would eventually go with the right label, with the right management. You've got to pick them. You've got to get along with them.
Do you want to work on the left side of the spectrum, like the paperwork, the planning, the money, or you would love to stay on the creative side of the spectrum?
Creative side, 100%. Yeah, I want the practical side of guitar. I went to music university, and it was all paperwork and theory, and not fun theory though, horrible theory. But stuff like paperwork and too many exams, and there was no playing, so I left. And left.
See?
So, got to be in the creative side, yeah. What about you? Are you the same, like creativeness?
Oh, it's actually very funny because at first I was wholehearted creative side. I'm not doing any paperwork. I'm not gonna do anything. We're just gonna play.
Yeah.
But the moment I graduated from college and make my first album, I'm producing it. I learned how to do it. It sounds like crap, but we're working on it.
The
first album. The concept is that I learned more about myself, how I learned to write music and how I produce music, and realize what I do not know on music production. Because music performing is my main thing. I was trained to be a classical player. But when it comes to music production, I am barely a baby compared to audio engineer and all the people that are music producer.
Yeah.
So what I realized is, okay, we have good music, we have good playing, I like this part, but at the end of the day, there's a friend of mine, he told me this that made me wake up. I'm saying like, whoa, I'm missing out a big thing in my pie. He said,
Yeah.
okay, at the end of the day, today, at the end of our talk, you have an album on your computer, fully mixed, fully mastered. What are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
How
But
are
to
you, how you gonna sell it? How you gonna make the money out of it?
Yeah.
You spend the
So
past 6 years. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying, oh shoot, I didn't know anything. I don't know what to do with it.
There's no right time to like know what to do. You've just got to sort of feel it and know when it's right to do a tour, and you never really know what you want. It's one of those.
I really love to keep my band members and musicians like us on the creative side because we feel happy when we are there.
Yeah.
If I put you in a room with a lawyer, you're going to be like, I don't like this.
I've got my normal job outside music, and every day that makes me like, all the time. I've got to go.
That's right.
There, I'll go.
But does it make you feel like I gotta get good at playing my instrument so I can do this full time? I was like, I'm done with this.
Oh God, yeah. All I've been thinking all day is I do absolutely not want to go back to work tomorrow. I've got to get better at my instrument. I've been saying all weekend actually since getting back from the festival, because I'm on a high still from the festival because it was really good Fun Fest. So I'm like, I've got to sort something out. I've got to find something full time. Got to get away from this life. Yeah. I need not doing any job in music. It's too much of a job for me. It's not going to work for me.
Man, I really try to have you to play with me, but we are 2 continents apart.
Tour with you as well. It's such a shame. Like,
I know.
I'm just trying to get out of this country because it's just like there's crazy. There's not much happening here. There's not enough musically for me. So, like, if it was easy, I'd just hop over and do the tour with you. But
I mean, I have no problem flying you out. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I have no problem flying people out.
Yeah.
The thing is, I want to ask you today on this podcast to know a little bit more about how do you see music in your head, because our point of view on music is totally different.
Yeah.
So how do you see music in the next 5 years?
I hope that it will improve. I think with the music industry, it's everybody's doing it. It's easily accessible to everybody. So like people who have never had a musical background with no musical skills, they can't play an instrument, they can't sing, can make music and it be a hit, and it's so easily accessible to everyone. You know what I mean? So you can get like Pro Tools and also tune the voice even if they can't, sing a note in tune. It's a shame, and then there's people that really work hard, have spent years learning their instrument, and it's just luck of the draw, and they don't get seen or heard, even though they've put a lot of effort into it. And that's how it is, because it's so easy now to be a musician. There's so much competition in this industry, and I sort of hope that people find another, because everybody jumps to music now. Everyone's like, oh, what should I do? I'll be a musician, even if, do you know what I mean? Like, it is becoming like that. And it makes it tougher for those who have like just lived and breathed music all their life, who should have been like born into that path. So I hope the competition sort of dies down a bit for everybody, for all of us, because there's some really talented people out there. There's some really talented people at that festival on Saturday. I think that's how it is now. To sort of be easier for musicians in the next 5 years, I hope.
See? Yeah. Have you ever asked the question of how does music affects your life?
How does it affect my life?
Yeah. What happened to your world if music disappeared?
Oh, it'd be
such a boring world. I don't know, because I've always got music stuck in my head. I've always got songs going around my head. So, I thrive off it, yeah. And if I didn't have that, I don't really know what I'd do. And what would I do? I'd be a really boring person, because I wouldn't really do anything if I didn't. All I do is music. So, yeah, how boring is that? Yeah.
See?
Passionate about music, you've got to be. It's all I think about, so. I'd just be thinking about McDonald's all the time if I didn't
think about McDonald's.
If I don't have music, I've only got nuggets, so.
See? Do you think that you are right now, who you are right now, your personality is affected by the music that you are listening to?
No, because I listen to all kinds of music, like nice, fairy pop music, and then like screamo music, soul music. So no, I'm still me. I don't feel influenced by music that I listen to. But it changes. Depends what mood I'm in. Yeah.
So what is your go-to way to develop your unique voice? Who you are as a human being? Who you are as a person? What are the elements that build up Mia right now?
I'm sort of known for my TikTok videos and stuff, more as a musician than anything. So I just focus on the things that make me me and sort of the way I act in front of the camera. I don't try to do what some of them not, and I don't tend to follow other people. I like to follow trends on TikTok because that's what does well. I like to do it my own way. I've got a really stupid sense of humour. I'm not a very serious person. I do like to put memes. I like to be memey, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I like to just make a joke out of things. And I do rage bait videos sometimes, so I'll upload videos that I know people are going to like. Just saying like, oh, the best Lars Metallica feel, and I'll play it like Lars does. Just not hating on Lars, just taking the piss, and people take it the wrong way, and the comments are, oh, how can you say that? I haven't seen you need to practice your drumming. It's like, it's a joke. Like, that's what I like to be, and I guess that is what makes me different, because a lot of people are very serious on Instagram as musicians, but I just like to have a laugh and do rage bait videos.
I mean, why not, right? Tell your lab we're going to have a good time. We're going to play what we want to play. We have a great time together. Nothing to be serious about.
And not take it too seriously, yeah.
I truly, because listen to someone like you that already know what they like and already doing it. It's kind of making me asking more of this question of, how many of us actually understand the power of music as an artist, as a player, as a musician? Have we ever asking the question of, if someone listened to our playing, what did we do to them? How does that make their life better?
Yeah.
I'm always curious about that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it would be nice to know that your music has like changed someone. I'm gonna have a listen to your music because I've not heard it yet. I'm gonna have a listen when I hop off this call.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it, because when I listen to Arctic Monkeys, so I listen to all of their albums already. I love them. They are so good.
Oh, who doesn't? Yeah, I love them.
Yep.
They're so good.
When they first came out with that viral video of Do I Want to Know on YouTube, I'm saying, dang, that's it. Arctic Monkey dominate the world.
They did for a while. They did, yeah. There's no topping that. And their drummer is sick. He's unreal. His energy.
That guy
I would love
is
to see
fun.
them live. I've heard mixed emotions about seeing them live. Some people say they're not as good and that they were bored, and then other people said that they were amazing. And yeah, I still want to see them.
Have you seen their early video on YouTube? The early 2006, 2007, they play live. What do you mean they are not good? They're rocking the room upside down.
I know, but people say they're not like that anymore. That's the thing. People say that they've changed the way that they sound, like that they've changed that signature sound they had. But I don't know, because I haven't seen them. But yeah, in 2006, when they were young, they were like 17, weren't they?
Yeah,
like
they're our age. They going down. They hard rock garage band style. It was so fun.
Yeah. Living the dream, though.
It is. I feel like that is the dream that you want to see for yourself, is be yourself on the stage, playing your heart out, and your audience react to you like, yeah, let's go.
I mean, they did. They definitely reacted like that. Yeah.
But the thing is, if you look at Arctic Monkeys, I use them as an example all the time, is people have to change. They are one of the best band that approaching changes and trend very effectively and do not losing their identity.
Yeah.
AM album is one of the album that marked the mark, that they start to use sample-based sound on their record. Before that, Suck It and See, the Yellow album, and then the first album, all of them are live recording. All of them are one take, coming in, the band rehearsal, play live, record, done, go home.
Yeah.
But AM is when they started to go to California and working with American musicians to make a pop record. A true pop record. And it's become an instant hit because it's what people favor at the time. And then beyond that, they start to dig into more avant-garde style.
Yeah. They've got a few styles, I think, because it has changed a little bit now. If you listen to the recent albums.
Oh, yeah. I love The Car and Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino. I love them too. More now. Compared to first time I listened to them. I feel like as you're getting older, like they are in their 40s right now. They're not young anymore.
Yeah, I think they are, yeah. Yeah.
So we cannot expect some guy that is almost 50 years old to be...
Yeah, that's why people moan about them, but they are getting older, so they're not always going to be the same.
No. But I feel like that's the great thing about artists that are great is you can change your music according to yourself in real time, which is your aging, your taste change. Because when you are in your 20s, you might like a certain sound. But when you are 40, things happen in your life, get more experiences, and your taste change. You favor a certain thing more. So I feel like it's not a thing where, like, man, they just lose their core value. They're not, like back then anymore. That's scary if there's one person stay the same forever.
Yeah.
The industry will kill them. The industry of music will kill them. An artist that does not change will get swallowed away by new upcoming artists.
Yeah, it does happen. Like an artist can only ever be sort of it for so long, and then they get overtaken by like a new artist. It's just how it seems to be. Things don't stay the same.
Do you wish to play music for the rest of your life, or you just want to hop in and out?
Oh, for the rest of my life, yeah. It makes me who I am as a person. I just couldn't imagine my life without music. So, yeah, I would never be without it. I get angry if I don't play guitar or bass. Music is part of your personality. Yeah, it is. I would say it's part of my personality. If I don't play for like a few days, I start to, like withdrawal symptoms, I'm just like starting to get annoyed and like I need to play guitar just to get it out of my system. Like, yeah, you've got to do it.
See? So how do
like when you go eat.
Without you go eat.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard to separate the creative side of the game and the technical side of the game. Because every time you and me, we are in a band rehearsal, we are in the studio, we're making a record or making a song. We're always thinking about our audiences.
Yeah.
On whether they're going to like the song or we are going to like the song or not. So it's not really fair to say to ourselves that we're going to be selfish and just write things that we like ourselves. And then don't care about our audiences. Because at the end of the day, they just spend 30 quid. Go see you. Yeah.
Oh, and it means a lot.
So we always have their opinion in the back of our head.
Yeah.
So how are you right now with your bandmates when you write song? How do you create song that gonna compensate on what your audience already like and what you guys are strike for? Expanding your horizon.
It's usually if you know that your audience likes that, you try and sort of recreate that sound, but with a different, like you change the key, you change the riff a little. Yeah, it got to be relevant to what you're doing. Like what you're doing before that you know your audience likes. I like to change it up a bit. I don't like to do the same thing, but if you've got that specific sound, some of your songs start to sound like the same because if your audience likes it and you like it, then that's what it is.
Are you the kind of person that always go beyond what already exists, or try to compensate both, like a little bit of an old one, a little bit of a new one?
Yeah. Bit of both. I do change it up quite a lot. Yeah, I go through phases of liking different types of music, and I'll write a song based on the music I'm obsessed with and like fixating on at the time. And then a few months' time, I'll be obsessed with a different artist, and I'll make the music sort of sound a bit like them. Not that I'm taking anyone else's sound, just that I sort of write in that direction of that genre type thing.
So when you are on stage, Mia, how do you want your audience to feel?
Just want them to vibe to the music. If it's bass, I want them to, want to dance. I think the biggest compliment ever as a musician is when somebody gets the phone out and films you playing. That is the biggest compliment.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I hate that shit. I hate it. I hate it.
You hate it.
Like, I don't want people to record me when I'm playing. I want them to be involved. Like, I want them to be with the music at the moment. I see what you mean. You know?
It's a compliment if you think about it, though. I get what you mean. But they're taking seconds out. They're taking their own time, and they're using their memory up on their phone to film you because they think you're good. So I think that's a massive, massive compliment. At least it is to me, but everyone's different. I get why you hate it because you want them to live in the moment. But it shows that they're feeling the music with you. If you're feeling the music... and then you can see that they're feeling the music if they record you because they want you on their phone. So it's just like, it's a compliment.
It is. I do agree with you on that. I do. And you see when an arena full of people with their phone out and their flash on and the lights turn off, it's just, whoa.
Yeah, I'm yet to experience that, but I know it's going to be great.
Man.
Have you had a gig like that?
No, I have not. That's my dream. But still, I'm not really want to play in an arena somehow. I talk to all my bandmates. I'm saying, you know what? The music that we create and the trajectory that we are going, where I'm starting right now, I'm starting with an immersive experience. So we basically rent our building or rent our room and then create a vibe in there.
Yeah.
When you're stepping in, you're like entering a music scene or a movie scene.
Yeah.
The worst thing that I don't want to see on any live event is that you, as an audience, you step in and you feel like you step inside a set.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I want them to step inside and say, oh, shoot, maybe this is the life that I'm living.
Yeah.
I want them to feel like that.
What do you do? Are you a full-time musician? Is this what you do all the time? Or?
Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm founding a company. And we are specialized in dinner party. That's the trajectory that I start with how I present my music.
Yeah.
Because I feel like at this moment in time, and the concept that I'm creating for all these albums is that it's not really optimized to be on just a stage and then people sitting there still and watching me.
Yeah.
I want to play music where people are right next to me. Like they are taking a girls out, they dance in the middle of the hall, the guy at the bar fighting. I want them to do something.
Yeah.
Because that's how music should be lived. If you pay attention. We commercialize a lot of stuff. If you think about it, there's no such thing as a big stage. Until the music industry starts to say, okay, we're going to start selling tickets now to more people.
My mama's coming, just go. Sorry, I think my grandma's lingering. Yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
Oh yeah, I'm just saying about the commercializing of the music scene. Trying to sell as much ticket as possible.
Yeah.
And that's how I start to losing the feeling of connecting close to the artist.
It's so hard to sell tickets and stuff like that, though. isn't it? Like that's the hardest part. Unless you're a really, really well-known musician, selling tickets is a big obstacle. Like, it's hard.
It is. But at the same time, it raised you a question like this, Mia. That's why I'm asking you this question before is, have you ever think about how does your music affecting the audience? Are they just listening for fun? Are they just listening for because they are working on their bathtub? Or are they actually listening to it because your music transformed them? Your music give them something that they need.
Are they listening to it to be supportive as a friend, or are they listening to it because it's something that they genuinely like? Yeah.
That's right.
That's something to think about.
That's the thing that I creating with my music is I don't want to create music just to create music, because there's a thing right now called AI, and it's creating millions of songs every day.
It's getting a bit too far. It's getting scary now.
We're gonna get fired. Nobody gonna needs us.
It's just weird, isn't it? Like, what even is that? Like, have you seen those videos on Instagram where it's just like they'll create cartoons and it's like a big, like, massive person rolling through a window and smashing it, and it's not real, and you're like, what is that?
But it started getting really good. It started getting so good that you can't even distinguish the real one and the fake one.
Yeah, and everybody like has you nearly crying over a sad picture, and then you look at it closely and you're like, that's not fucking real.
That's not real.
That's not real. No.
But how can you say something is real and something is not when it's had the same effects on you? It makes you cry, ain't it? It makes you laugh, ain't it? So it does the job.
Yeah.
So it's really tricky.
Yeah, definitely.
So for us right now, I see a big opportunity for a live musician is that AI cannot copy that yet.
Yeah.
We don't have a robot that plays it.
Yeah.
So for us, it's better for us to drill down and double down more on how are we creating a community that the audience know us as someone that they can come up to and looking for what they need instead of idolizing like a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, what I want my fans to know and my friends like you to know is when you need an inspiration to live a lifestyle in X, Y, and Z way, you come to we. You come to him and he will give you that spark. The music is just there to deliver what I have to say, to help you live a different lifestyle, to have a different perspective.
Yeah.
So that is giving me more of a power to create meaningful work and give the audience a clear reason on why they come to me. Instead of, I'm looking good, I'm not looking good at Alex Turner, I know that. My voice is not as cool, I know that. So what is beyond that? That why Mia want to come to me and be friend with me?
Mm-hmm.
What do I have to give her that makes me important, makes me valuable to Mia?
Yeah.
And of course, the music got to be good.
Oh God, yeah, the tunes have got to be banging. Yeah.
The music got to be banging.
Yeah.
So outside music, do you have any hobby? Do you do any fun?
No, not really. I work in airport security, so a lot of my time goes in there. So I do that outside of music, which is stressful.
Have you seen the iPhone 17?
Have you seen the what?
The iPhone 17?
No, not yet. Are they out yet?
I think they are out. I saw some review video on TikTok.
I'm going to have to get one because I'm due an upgrade.
Oh, yeah. It starts to look more like Samsung phone. That's what I'm saying.
Are they? Oh, God, no.
They have a flat camera in the back. Giant.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it starts to look more like Samsung.
Need to have a look at that.
It is.
Get that 16 then, if that's the case.
Do you ever think you're going to go back to university, Mia? Just curious.
Oh, no, absolutely not. No.
She's like, absolutely not.
No, hate it. Horrible.
I was like, no more school.
No more school. I think unless you want to be a doctor or something similar, unless you want to work in law as a solicitor, unless it's something that really needs a degree like teaching and stuff, unless you know what you want to do, there's no point. So for me, I don't want to teach or anything like that. I'm not going to produce, be a sound engineer. I don't need to go to uni for what I want to do. For what I do now, I'm happy with my job. And then just winging it in music, just doing gigs. Yeah, you don't need a degree for that. So no, I wouldn't waste my time going back to uni again.
She is too cool for school now. Mia is too cool for school.
Yeah. I'm too old for that. What about you? Would you?
Oh, I'm already graduated.
Oh,
school.
yeah, cool. At least you finished it.
Yeah, it was a heck of a ride. It was a lot of debating on whether this is worth it or not.
Yeah, but you got there. You did it in the end. That's pretty cool. Not many people make it to the third year.
I mean, the thing is, I'm almost dropped out on third year. I'm almost.
Did you?
Yep, I'm almost. I tell my teacher, man, I don't think this is the thing. All of them trying to convince me, dude, you already do it for 3 years.
Yeah.
Then why are you not finishing it?
Yeah.
And the thing that I'm being honest, the only thing that I get out of the university experience that is worth the money, worth the time and the effort, is the training itself. The few hours of training itself. That's it. Everything else is you can learn it on YouTube.
You can learn anything on YouTube. It's wild.
It is.
Anything you want to know, you just learn it on YouTube.
You can have a doctorate degree of information, general information on YouTube. You don't need to go to university to learn that.
No, 100%. You can just learn it on YouTube. Who needs a degree now? Just tutorial it.
Just tutorial. I'm agree with that.
Yeah.
The only thing that's why I'm saying the training is worth the money is that when you have a coach, a teacher that can watch your performance, watch how you standing, watch how you playing, watch your technique, watch how you learn the song, how you stumble, what is your physical body. That's the thing that I learned out of training classically is that when you train as a classical performer, you train like an athlete. You train to learn your body. You train to learn how your muscle work, how much hours should you practice, how you practice, what kind of songs should you learn, how you prioritize, how to put a whole set together, how to perform on stage, everything. So like the whole A to Z of performing. That is very useful. But beyond that, I feel like the 2 times that I feel like I get the value out of it is I go out and I play at 2 house parties. That is where I apply my knowledge. I go out, I sat in the band, and I rock for 3 hours. And the audience, I rock for 3 hours. And the audience was fun. The audience was jumping up and down all night. And I was trying to get a drink. I tried to, somebody else coming up and play the guitar, I'm done.
Yeah.
I was like, no, you stay out there. No one will play. You got to stay up there and keep playing. Yep. So
that's a good compliment, though, when you can see the audience is dancing. That's the best.
And I feel like that's how music, the nature of music work, is the people want you to be there so they can finally be who they are. They can express that inner self without feeling like, oh my God, someone gonna judge me? Am I gonna look weird? That's what music is.
That's what's so great. Is it brings so many people together, even people of different languages in a room together that can't speak the same language as each other. You put a song on that everybody loves, and they're all singing together. Like it's powerful.
It is. That's the thing that why I love to talk with musicians like you to remind us that our job is important. Our job is needed by human. That's just part of us. We've been playing music for the past 6,000 years, and we still not stop playing music.
We're never going to stop, even if everybody computerizes everything. It's always going to be a thing.
It is. So our job is to keep the music alive, but at the same time, we should not ignoring the fact that the music industry is growing so fast. is changing very rapidly, and our job as professional is to stay on top of the wave. We don't have to be fully commercial, which is we sell everything we have all the way to the clothes that we wear. But we have to be able to stay afloat and say, okay, here are the options right now. This is what I can do.
Yeah.
And this is how I'm going to be myself without compromising anything that I don't like to do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Mia to be fully playing music without taking a job.
Yeah.
How are you transform from that process? How are you going to become a full-time musician? What's your plan on it?
I don't know. I need more gigging experience this year, so I'm going to work on more festivals this year, because that's where you get seen. Just keep taking on jobs. I need more session work, but then I need to build a portfolio for performance first, because I've done more social media stuff.
Do you want to be in a band, like be a formal band, writing music, making record?
I think the dream for me, if I'm not doing my own music, which I've sort of taken a break on that at the minute, would be to tour with a big artist as a bassist or a drummer or a guitarist, you know. Just tour big, go on, travel, touring.
Man, that's gonna be fun, ain't it?
That's the dream.
I need to hook Mia up. I gotta contact Mia immediately. Hook her up with a gig.
Yeah, you got any gigs? Chuck them my way.
So my gig is coming up. I'm putting things together right now. That's why I'm doing the podcast and then reaching out to customer, doing content. I'm putting a gig in late August.
Yeah. That's
gonna be our debut tour on the concept I'm telling you about. And I would love to have people like you who are passionate about music, head down with the music, playing the music. I trust that you can play it.
Yeah.
I would love to have you. Can you please send me some of your latest video of your live with music or how you're performing, so I can edit this video and put that on top of that so you can have a great video for yourself?
Yeah, cool. So what would that be like? Send you a video. What do you do with the video?
So I'm gonna use just use the phone and recording yourself playing on your latest project that you're working on, so I can put a bunch of video together and create a content out of it. Say, hey, this is Mia. We just talked today. The podcast gonna be full length.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So we're gonna use a snippet of this to make the content on the internet, so you have something to share with your folks.
Yeah, what are these curtains doing? I'm just trying to figure that out.
These curtains.
I've got those. I don't even know why I've filmed in here. I should have done this on my laptop. Honestly, I'm so unorganised. It would have been better because I wouldn't have had to hold the phone then, would I?
I've been setting these up in the morning, get the lights right, get the scenes right.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God, I'm a mess. This is the year I'm going to get more organised. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, we can always hop back.
It's what?
We can always hop on another podcast. We are friends now. We don't have to feel stressed about it. I don't have any stress.
Yeah, we'll do season 2 as well.
Season 2.
I do my Zoom calls on my phone usually, but yeah, it would be good to set it up on my laptop. But yeah, that sounds cool. I can send you my social media videos. That one I got the other day at the gig. I got quite a few videos from the festival. So yeah.
I mean, I saw you make really professional looking videos of yourself playing on Instagram.
Yeah, I try. I don't really know how I do it, but I managed to make it look as professional as possible.
Oh yeah, just don't have to be that level, but more in a sense of, okay, I'm going to show what I'm working on.
Yeah, the trick is just to have semi-good gear. It doesn't have to be amazing. It just has to do the trick, like a decent interface. That's all you need, really, a laptop and interface, and good camera angles, some editing skills. Once you know what you're editing and what you want your videos to look like, then you're fine. Because everybody always asks me, how do you do your videos like that? How do you get that sound that you get? I want mine to sound like that, but it's just an interface and a laptop. That's all it is. Or for singers, an interface, a mic and a laptop. Because I don't mic up, I'm just straight into the interface. That's all you do, really. or you can plug your electric kit in. There's no big secret to it, and I film my videos to go along with the sound. So yeah, once you know how you want your videos to look, some people don't really know what they want out of the videos. So that's the best place to start.
I mean, that's not like easy for the first timer, if you agreed on that. Like the first timer try to set up the camera, try to link the cable, try to edit at the same time. It is a very hard job.
It is, yeah. I've still got all my videos from when I was 13 trying to do YouTube, and you can see I didn't have a clue what I was doing, and it's hard. But, yeah.
But it's a fun ride. And I feel like we are just at the beginning, Liam. We're just at the beginning. We're only scratching the surface. We are still having a lot of crazy journey ahead of us. We are like, we're going to play in front of 10,000 people. We're going to be like, yeah, this is what I've been dreaming about.
Yeah, definitely. It's the goals.
It is not an impossible dream anymore in this day and age. Back then, to be able to be as huge as Metallica or AC/DC is crazy hard to be that level.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I do say a lot of negatives about the music today, how easy it is for everyone to do it, but it is also easier for us. Like, I've been given a platform on TikTok and a little one on Instagram, so that's helped me massively. Like you have seen me and reached out to me, so it's easier to get seen because we have social media. So
correct.
It is easier now. We're lucky to have that. It has its, goods and bads.
And I think the sad thing is people don't understand when someone saw you with that much followers, they think that you are unreachable. But you are not. Mia is a very lovely person.
And say, I know you won't get this message, but I just want to say this cover that you did was good, or you won't see this, but can you do this song? And it's like, what makes you think that I'm not going to see it? I'm not like I do still check my messages. I take ages to reply to messages, and I try to reply to them. I'm not very good at replying to messages. I'm guilty.
You're guilty.
I do see messages, yeah. People send me things that they don't think I'll see, and it's so random. But nobody's unreachable, really.
But how did you feel when I first reached out to you? Like, do you feel like, who's this guy?
Every message I get, I'm like, who's this?
Who's this guy?
Who's this guy? It was for a good thing. I mean, it was for the tour, wasn't it? So I was like, oh, this is cool. I was sort of like, oh, fuck's sake, because I'm in England, aren't I? Yeah, I saw that I was like, oh, great. And then I saw you in America. I was like, oh. Shit. So it's always how it is. You get a good opportunity and it's not anywhere near where you live. It's all happening in America.
It's so fun that we living in 2 different time zones right now, and we can have a talk immediately the moment we wish.
Whenever we want, it's crazy.
Whenever we want. And tickets to fly from America to London is not bad. It's not crazy cheap.
It's not bad.
But it's not bad. Like, you can do it. No problem.
Yeah, we can,
And I feel like for us, as friends, we have good chemistry. I feel like this is the best way to introduce myself to you and to make friends with someone that this is our first time meet.
Yeah.
We're kind of losing that art. Don't you think? We stop talking. We stop looking at each other's face and talking. Like, I'm looking at you right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how we can just do this. It just makes life so much easier, though.
It is. It's more authentic. That's how we get job too. This is the only way to get job. There's no other way better than this.
You can have practice, like band practice with people on here as well. Like 2 guitarists can sit over FaceTime and show each other the parts. Like, that's...
I know.
Without having to meet up, it's good. Like, guitar lessons as well over Skype. Like, how cool is that?
I feel like next time we should be on another podcast where you're going to show me more of your playing, show me all of your cool trick.
Yeah, I'll show you some, I'll show you how to slap the bass.
That's right.
I haven't got much to offer, but I'll slap the bass. That's all I can say.
Or we can do some kind of collab video together after this. We can pick a song. Yeah. We can play.
We should. You know what we should do?
That's an
idea.
Mm-hmm.
I can do drums or just pick an instrument.
No way. This is going to be lit.
It is. It's going to be lit. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. What kind of song you thinking about?
We've got anything. Just got to see what your type of genre is. I mean, I'll do anything.
Okay.
Depends. If it's sort of funky, jazzy, I'm good at the bass for that sort of thing.
Oh,
Possibly drums.
it's something
Yeah.
that can't even put in genre. It's like it's
Yeah.
it's so
Gotta-
all over the place.
Yeah, whatever you're wanting to go with, we'll pick a genre.
So you feel more comfortable on the drum at this
Oh
moment?
no, I feel more comfortable on guitar. But
Okay.
then I like to play bass and drums as well.
We can do a guitar duo. It's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, harmonies. Get some harmonies going.
That's right. I'll put on a loop. I play some rhythm. You play some licks. You know, we just have a lot of ideas to play on the guitar.
Yeah, have a guitar off.
You have a guitar battle.
Beat me at that. You'd beat me at that, but yeah.
I don't think so. I think Mia have some licks that it's gonna make me feel like whoa,
Some
whoa.
secret shots.
That's right. Everybody have that. Listen to yourself. That's why
Yeah.
it's so important to get out of shape. That's what I'm saying. Get out of the shape, get out of that
Yeah.
pentatonic, and start listening to what is going in here.
What would your advice be to get out of that sort of pentatonic box?
So first, there's no way to get out of something until you understand it fully. Until
Yeah.
you can play pentatonic with your eyes closed, until you memorize all the position of
Yeah.
the pentatonic. You cannot say you get out of it yet because it's the only thing you can rely on.
Yeah.
That's where you're gonna go. That's where you're gonna fall back when you don't know how you're gonna play the next note. So to be
Yeah.
able to get out of the pentatonic, first master the pentatonic. Second is start to looking at the context,
Yeah.
where you are in the music at this moment. And asking critical question like, okay, I'm in the key of A minor. Right now I'm in the chorus, and the chorus right now is in the key of C major. It's in the happy vibe right now. So minor, A minor pentatonic works well. Okay, I can play A minor pentatonic, but is it the best thing to play?
Yeah.
Not really. There's more suitable sound than A minor pentatonic in such a vibe.
Definitely, yeah.
And that's when you listen more than you play. Stop yourself from playing. When you listen to the chorus, just put your finger down, put it down the table, don't play anything, and
Yeah.
listen to the chorus over and over again until you can hear your voice singing. It's like, na 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 na. They start to playing that on the guitar, start mimicking that. That's how you start to
Yeah.
get out of the shape.
Are you a singer?
A little bit. I'm working on it. I'm still working on it really hard.
Working on it. There's no work for me. There's amount of working on it is going to be good.
Really? Do you don't believe that you're gonna sing good?
Oh no, I know that I can't sing good. Some people can. It's
You
very
got
rare
that
that you
British
get
accent, girl. Come on, you gotta utilize it. You gotta utilize. You get that British accent.
sing like Alex Turner.
Correct.
No, I mean, I have tried. It's not for everyone. It's just not there.
It's good that you realize what you're good at and what you're not.
Yeah, I don't want to sing. People are like, oh, do karaoke. It's like, no, because people know me as a good musician. If I do karaoke, they hear me singing and think, what? That's awful. Then in their mind, I'm not as good as a musician. So I'm not going to ruin like my reputation trying singing awful karaoke.
Correct.
So let's keep it at that. Let's just leave it with guitar. That's what I do.
That's right. So let's get together again and let's do some guitar. Please text me after this and we're going to work something out with the guitar because the meeting is about to end. It only allows us 2 more minutes to be on this call.
No problem. So let me know where I can find this podcast and I'll...
Oh, yeah. I'm going to send you the links when I'm done editing this. It's going to be on YouTube so you can watch it and tell me what I can do better.
Yeah, cool. Apologies, I'm very sleepy, so I'm sort of like... I'm actually up at 2 a.m. for work as well, and I've just got back, and I'm like, oh. So I have to start really early at the airport, 3 a.m, so I've got to get up at 2 a.m, do 12 hours. So I'm just like... I'm trying to like think of the words that I want to say, but my mind's like... you know.
All right, Mia. I don't think it's going to be a problem for us at all. It was nice to seeing you. And I want to see
nice
you back
meet you
soon.
too. Yeah, it was a laugh. Yeah, I'll get in touch about this collab.
That's right. I see ya.
Nice one, Chris. See you later. Bye.